Welcome. For this video you're going to need stanza 3, verse 4 and 7 close at hand, especially stanza verse 7, which is very complex. And there's a lot of illustration in this video. So stanza 3, verse 4 says, "The three fall into the four. The radiant essence becomes 7 inside, 7 outside. The luminous egg, which is in itself 3, curls and spreads in milk-white curds throughout the depths of Mother, the root that grows in the depths of the oceans of life." Now here is the 3. The 3 fall into 4. Here's the 3, Ein and Suffer. That is the static force of light. And here is the 4 directions. And the 3 falls into the 4. The 3 encompasses the 4. In this image here, we now have 7 points. 7 points, the 4 and the triangle. So now it is 7 infinitesimal forces and 7 infinite forces. And these together create the luminous egg, which is seen here. Now, stanza verse 5 of 3, stanza 3, is an affirmation of what was just said in verse 4. Verse 6, "The root of life was in every drop of the ocean, vibrational universe of immortality, and the ocean was radiant light, which was fire, heat, and motion." So this is now about the creation of our physical universe. And the infinite vibrational universe is spoken of here, wasn't understood or truly known by science for many, many decades later. All right, so here's the 4 directions. There's Mother, Father, there's fire, and there's water. And these 3 underneath that, in this illustration, is Ein and Suffer, the 3 and the 4, again the 7. The 3 is static, stillness. It remains in darkness. But the motion of the cycles, the cosmic cycles we'll get to, is in the infinite space-time continuum we live in now. The static 4 is in movement, and the 3 static, in Suffer, is static, and the 4 directions are in movement around. This generates energy anywhere in the universe at any time, no matter what moves, a particle, a wave. If anything moves, a particle, a wave, a universe, a galaxy, a planet, anything that is in movement moves through a field. And this field creates charge. So here we have the movement. This is what's referred to as the curds, and the milk-white curds curdling within the plasmas of creation. And this again is the Ogdok of time, water, infinity, and darkness. These are called the depths of the oceans of life. And that's the Egyptian creation pairs. There's 4 of them. There's 4 pairs. And that is, again, affirmation of what remains. The Kurds is the God source. Okay. Okay, the radiant child of the two, unparalleled glory, bright space, son of dark space, who emerges from the depths of the great dark waters. So again, this is the creation of the seven that is moving out now and producing the light. This is a reference to the radiant child of two. It can be seen as the yin-yang Dzyan. You can look at it that way. It turns to generate light and energy. This again, it emerges from the depths of the waters beneath physical matter, known as the quantum waves, which were not known at the time of the stanzas. That was only later understood. The radiant child of the two, again, can be seen here as the bright space, son of dark space. And here it is again, referred to in the same way with the egg and the seven contained. From depths of dark waters. The one is four. That is the Ogdog. And these are the four waves here. The dragon that is going to be spoken of more in stanza 7, or sorry, verse 7, is the dragon of the Ogdog. That is the four now moving forces of the creation gods of the Egyptian pantheon. 3 under 4 makes all energy. The 4 takes to itself 3. Okay, so now we move into the union of these produces the 7, the septa. Again, you're going to have to read the verse 7. It's rather quite in depth and lengthy. So this is where this is coming in. This creates the hosts of multitudes, or what is known as the Tridasha, the 33 deities. And these are basically infinite. They're infinite triads that produce and create the known universe. Behold him lifting the veil and unfurling it, the veil from east to west. So here we see the veil being lifted as the sun, moon, and stars move from the east to the west. It's like a blanket being unfurled, and light is coming forth. Again, it is seen here, he shuts out the above. This is the astral aspects of the stars and constellations, the moon and sun, their astral energies. And these are their more physical terms. And leaves the below to be seen. That is the illusion of Maya, where we live in the firmament of the physical universe, and that is the illusion, the Maya. The truth is in the astral. Stanza 3, verse 7, and you're going to have to read that. I just don't feel like reading out the whole thing right now. So the primordial creation principle is known as Ohio, and it is called the younger in verse 7. That is the sleeping Brahma. The Brahma that was asleep awoke many billions of years ago to create this universe. Aka is the unity, one, or prefix of terms. Chatur, cosmic time of 4 cycles. Now this is the part that's going to need some explanation. Ika, seen here at the center of the four circles. This is what sparked the universe into being. It was and is the will of Ahoil, causing the cosmic to be pulled out of the singularity. That is, that which wanted to manifest, manifested. And this is these four circles. I can't draw worth nothing. But the Chaturn, the four quarters, the four directions, that's what these are. They fall into the four cosmic cycles of duration. Remember the duration I was speaking of the seven spirals of duration, the seven eternities? That's in an earlier video. You may have to go back to that. That is what is meant by duration. A cosmic cycle is in billions and billions of years. And the four of them here interlinked are like a spiral. And they spiral together upward. And this is what created the four quarters and the four directions, was these four cosmic cycles moving in unison. Now this is where the Ein Sofer takes in itself the triad of three. The four of the cosmic directions takes in the three. And so the tri, which is three, and the Chatur, which is four cosmic cycles, creates the Supta, which is seven. The union produces the Septa. Now, I may have time to briefly show you verse it's quite a lengthy verse. I just don't really want to recite the whole thing. But the universe moves in cycles, and these cycles, as seen here, you have to use your imagination, and you can see this form here. You have to use your imagination to see it dancing around in spirals. And as it dances around in spirals, going round and around, it's going higher and higher and higher. And each wheel helps to produce the universe. So I hope this helped you to understand what is of a very complex stanza. It just gets deeper and deeper and deeper pretty soon to very in-depth, almost incomprehensible. The stanzas are extremely ancient and are probably most certainly from Atlantis and Lemuria. These are the stanzas, the codes of the universe that created all of the Hindu, the Tibetan philosophies came from the stanzas. Okay, so this is very ancient stuff, and it's only just the beginning. We're only on stanza 3, and I've made about 70 of these illustrations already. Okay, so I hope this helped you, and we shall see you in the next video. Thank you very much.